Hello, hello. Happy Thursday, guys. How are you doing? I hope you're doing good. I am getting on here. Kids are napping real quick, and I was going to throw together a few things real quick, and I thought, oh, I'm going to pop on and see if I can get a live in. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes somebody needs me while I'm on here, but I'm going to try to do this real quick. So, guys, if you're getting on here with me live, if you're catching a red live up in the corner, I'd love it if you would just drop live in the comments. Let me know where you're watching from. If you're catching me later on and it says was live up there, slow down, right? If it says was live up there, it just means you're catching the replay later on. That's great. I love that Facebook will throw things out there so you can catch it later on and you don't have to be on here with me live. Just type replay in the comments if you're watching it and it says was live. Let me know where you're watching from too. My name's Jan. I live in Southeast Nebraska. I love sharing the low-carb lifestyle that we've been leading now for a lot of years. I try to do tips, tricks, ideas, recipes, all kinds of things like that, that can help others out, because I know how difficult it can be to have like a goal. Dave is diabetic, and we struggled with getting recipes, ideas, to get his numbers down, okay, into reason. And I looked and I looked and I looked and I looked, and I finally found some people to follow, but that's when I decided, you know what, I need to put out the information for others who might be struggling, okay? So I have a separate group on Facebook. It's called Diabetic Eats with Jan and Dave. If you're not in that group and you'd like to be in there, you can drop group in the comments or you can search it on Facebook, okay? Diabetic Eats with Jan and Dave. If you drop group in the comments, I'm going to leave you a link and you can tap that link and get over there and request to join yourself, okay? Hi, Karen. I'm having me an afternoon pick-me-up. It's been a bit of a challenging day. I'm not going to lie. When they all went down for quiet time and most of them fell asleep, it's like, oh, I needed those few minutes. I think the weather's changing. I think we might have a storm pushing in. And it's amazing how when things are going on with the weather and the moon and all that stuff, that you can get a little bit of the crazies going on. But what am I doing today, guys? I am fixing a homemade keto Russian dressing. It is keto, it's low carb, whatever. I love making this stuff at home from scratch, because then we avoid all the list of additives, preservatives, and unnecessary junk that gets into it. I save these. We use this for dipping sauce. We use it for salad dressing. We use it for Reubens, and we're planning to have some Reubens later on in the week, and I love this on my Reubens, okay? So what do I have going on here? I've got mayo and some spicy brown mustard. Now, when I'm using mayo, guys, it's usually Duke's. Mayo is one of those things that it's hard to find something that's not off the wall crazy. Spicy brown mustard, I just buy from, what do I want to say? Aldi. I buy their store brand, not a big deal, okay? I've got some sugar-free ketchup. Whatever brand you use, just so the sugar-free, you would be shocked at how much sugar hides in regular ketchup. The ingredients on regular ketchup is just not, it's just not great. So I'm just gonna dump all those in there together and give them a good stir. This is so simple, guys, to make at home, and it keeps for quite a while in your fridge. And you know what, I'm gonna switch over. I think I've got one that's calling my name here. I'm going to switch over. I want to use this whisk. Okay. So sometimes it's easier to whisk things together. That's better. So I'm just whisking this stuff together, guys. Just going to get it nice and stirred up. I've got coconut aminos here, guys. Coconut aminos can be found with like the sauces and things like that in the grocery store. We use this instead of soy sauce because it's not soy. Okay, I try to avoid soy if we can, which is one of those things. Hey Nancy, how are you? Soy is really hard to avoid in mayo, but we don't use a ton of mayo, thankfully. So I'm just gonna put about a tablespoon of coconut aminos in this. And like I said, we use this in a lot of different things. People have asked me where to get it. I grabbed this one at Walmart. And like I said, it's with the sauces and those types of things like soy sauce and W sauce. I can't say it. So, okay, then I've got some parsley in here, guys. I just use the parsley flakes. I kind of like to crunch them. Otherwise, when I put them in a squeeze bottle, they don't like to come out. So I'll take the parsley, I put it kind of in my hands and just rub it together. I've got some chives in there. I do the same with these and some dill. Okay, and I'm just gonna dump that stuff in there, mix it all together. Okay, just gonna give it a good mix, and that's it. Okay, totally all there is to making your own Russian salad dressing at home. And I do have, guys, I have these. We ordered these from Amazon a long time ago. I keep them for ranch dressing because I make my own ranch dressing at home. I do all that type of stuff here at home. And then I just use a funnel and I funnel this in. I keep it in my fridge and it'll keep for several weeks in there, okay? And like I said, I love using this. Typically, once I get something like this made up, we'll have several recipes that use it. Like I said, we're gonna do some Reubens here. So instead of like the other, some people say Thousand Island, those types of things, this is the dressing of choice for us to make our Reuben sandwiches with, okay? It's what we do, it's what we love, okay? Now, I do have this recipe already in my group, so if you go in there and search keto Russian dressing, you will find this recipe, Diabetic Eats with Jan. Anytime you, hi Jewel, anytime you see a recipe and it says Diabetic Eats with Jan on it, you know I've made it in my kitchen. We love it. Typically, it's very easy to make because that's us. We're simple and we're easy. I don't like the list of ingredients or you have to go buy something. Hey, Lori, that requires me to go buy something that I may never use again. I don't typically make those. Sometimes I'll go off on a tangent. Hey, Jewel, thanks for sharing, but not too often. So, this is easy. It's simple. I shared all kinds of recipes over there, guys. Diabetic Eats with Jan and Dave. If you're not in there, please drop group in the comments. I'll leave you a link. You can tap it to get over there. We're doing some, you know, I'm always trying new things, but I try to go back and touch on the stuff that we use a lot of too, because I feel like sometimes I forget to share those things that we use a lot of, because I feel like if I know it, everybody knows it, or if I use it every single day, everybody uses it every single day. So I'm trying to think outside the box. So if there's something you want me to do a live on or something like that, I'd love it if you would drop those in the comments. I'll try to do what I can. And guys, also, I talk about our duos because they've changed our lives. If you saw I'm trying to get my pink drink down before my husband comes in and steals it today. He grabbed it yesterday. I had it sitting here and then I had to make me another one. So he's not off work yet. So I'm going to have my pink drink and give myself the boost that I need because like I said, it's been a crazy morning here. So more than likely when they get up, they're going to be full of energy. And so will I. So, guys, that's all I have for today. I'd love to have you join me in the group. If you're already in that group, please invite your friends and family. There's an invite button in there. Tap that, invite them, tell them you invited them, let them know why. And yeah, it's just, I love sharing this stuff, guys. I love when you have something that you have seen work, whether it be our duos. If you need information about these duos, guys, drop duos in the comments and I'll get back to you about that. But whether it be our duos, whether it be our lifestyle, when you've seen something work the way we've seen it work, you share it. You just want everybody to feel as good as you feel. And that's all it is about. It's about feeling good, okay? So I got to get on out of here. I got a little one in there that's calling my name. I don't think he is. I think he's trying to pretend that he's asleep, singing quietly. So, guys, if you have any questions, drop those in the comments. I will get back to you. Share this video out if you know anybody who could use the information that I'm throwing down. And if you need to be in my group, drop group in the comments, okay? We'll chat with you guys all later. I appreciate you taking time out of your day to stop in and listen to me. And remember, smile, pass that smile on. We'll chat later, guys. Bye.